Hi, this is Stacia, and it's time to get wild. Okay, this is from my flashcard session. This is flashcard number 4, and it's called Wild Cunningham Blunder. And it was in this game that I played, it was a training game, that I had two choices to deal with this check. I think just two. I guess I have three. Yeah, I actually have three choices. And only one move wins and the other two lose. So talk about a critical moment. So if you want to pause your video and find the right move for white, go ahead and do so now. Okay, so in this position, I felt like I need to block the check. I don't think I should take the pawn because in this opening, I know this is kind of like a funny thing, but in this opening, we use Black's own pawn for shelter. So I wasn't looking to take that pawn and then allow like queen takes e5 check. So I think that would be good for Black. So instead we need to block. I guess I actually have three different options. So in the game, yeah, because we can block with the queen or the knight or even the rook. Now the rook seems bad. I don't want to do the rook because the rook needs to guard that back rank, especially the g1 square. The queen hasn't gotten into the game yet, so the queen is very tempting. And if the knight comes, there is bishop g4 pinning. So is that fatal? Well, guess what? It turns out that it's not, and that's what makes this a hard move to find. I played queen f3 in the game, but queen f3 allows queen takes e5, and now Black is better. I need that pawn there because it's pinning the knight. I'm going to win material with that pawn. So we don't want to give it up so easily. So the correct move is knight to f3. And I don't even remember this. I have to be honest with you. I would fail this flashcard right now because I'd be scared of this move, bishop to g4, which no doubt is what I was scared of during the game. But if this, we have knight c3. That's a tempo on the queen. So the queen has to do something else. Oh wow, and I'm seeing now that they could throw in this move that is a check. And if we block with the queen now, and queen takes e5, now we have d4. And it looks like we just have too much pressure on that knight. I think bishop g5 is coming. Let's see, and what if they take? If they take bishop g5. So they could defend the knight again, right? What's wrong with that? And I guess here, well look, now we can attack the queen. Queen has to go somewhere. And it's giving queen g1 check. Maybe the queen could go here, keeping an eye on queen g1 check. But probably this knight is just too attacked now, so... Oh, also, I just undefended this, too. This knight is pinned, so that the knight on d7 would be hanging. Oh, wow, and I don't see a way to defend it. So there you go. Wow. Pretty cool stuff. But for me, it was hard to see this continuation. After knight f3 and bishop g4 pinning, this looks very, very scary, does it not? It looks very scary. But here, we have to realize we have this tempo move, and the knight is guarding the pawn for the moment. So black has to do something. I don't think they want to take this knight. I don't think they want to do that. I mean, maybe they do to win the pawn. But then we would have to see d4. Yeah, and guess what? This is the only winning continuation, d4, because now we open up the bishop with tempo, and we're going to attack this knight again. And wow, queen e7 is the move. And if there, we actually can attack this knight this way and this way. And then the rook will come to the center. So very rapid development for white. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, and this one's called London Middle Game Ideas. So once again, we have a position where I didn't know what to do except for e5, which isn't a good move. So the challenge is find better moves for black. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, I kind of remember this position. I remember that I didn't want to play e5 because I thought knight d4 was good for white. So e5 essentially gives up the d4 square, but if I don't play that, then what should I play? So rook takes rook as a consideration, but if we take the rook, then they take back and they have the open file, so I don't want to do that unless I have a good follow-up. Yeah, and I think I do remember the move now. The move prepares e5. The move queen to a6. I like this move a lot. Queen to a6 is strong, and if you want to know why, it prepares e5, and there won't be knight d5 anymore because I will win a pawn. So they can't do that. But also I'm applying pressure on the a2 pawn. I'm actually threatening to trade rooks and then take a pawn. That's also possible. So that innocent looking queen move is the correct move in this position. So I thought that was a really great middle game idea to learn. And I know I've said this with like so many flashcards, but I have played moves like that one since making this flashcard. So yes, once again, I'm like actually convincing myself more than you guys that I need to keep doing this and do it even more. All right, so that's enough for today. That was flashcards 4 and 5 of set 2. So there are 6 through 10 to go. So I'll be back with more. Okay, bye.